For years, Dr. Phil captivated audiences with real-life drama, explosive confrontations, and life-changing advice delivered with unflinching candor. Millions tuned in every day, captivated by the guests, the conflicts, and the transformations that unfolded on camera. But by 2025, the cameras have moved on, and so have many of the faces that once defined the show. The question fans are asking now is simple, yet irresistible. Where are they now? Behind the headlines and viral clips lie stories of triumph, struggle, reinvention, and sometimes heartbreak that reveal what it really means to step off the stage of public scrutiny. Some former guests found the spotlight to be fleeting and harsh. The fame that came from a single episode often carried unexpected consequences. Relationships that were on the brink were exposed to millions. Personal struggles became public spectacle, and private decisions were dissected endlessly. For some, the aftermath was a painful lesson in vulnerability, forcing them to rebuild not just reputations but lives. In 2025, a handful have managed to reclaim their privacy, turning away from public attention to focus on healing, family, and self-discovery. Others, however, leveraged the exposure to reinvent themselves entirely. Careers that seemed ordinary before their Dr. Phil appearance took dramatic turns. Podcasts, entrepreneurship, social advocacy, and media careers emerged from the chaos. These success stories are a testament to resilience. Individuals who refuse to be defined by a single moment of vulnerability, choosing instead to rewrite their narratives. Fame, fleeting as it may have been, became a tool rather than a trap. Behind the scenes, the staff and recurring contributors of the show have carved new paths as well. Producers, experts, and behind-the-camera talent use the experience as a springboard, moving into consultancy, coaching, and other media ventures. For many, the lessons learned on the show about human behavior, conflict resolution, and the pressures of public attention have proven invaluable. Their journeys underscore the reality that the ripple effects of a show like Dr. Phil extend far beyond the television screen. Family life also emerged as a pivotal theme for former guests and cast alike. Many who were grappling with strained relationships on camera have spent the years since the show rebuilding bonds, reestablishing trust, and focusing on what truly matters. Divorce, reconciliation, and co-parenting have shaped lives in ways that television could never fully capture. In some cases, the lens of Dr. Phil offered clarity, sparking reflection that ultimately strengthened familial connections once cameras stopped rolling. Yet not all stories are of triumph. Some former guests have struggled with mental health, financial instability, or the lasting effects of trauma that were magnified by their television appearances. In 2025, these individuals serve as a sobering reminder that public exposure is a double-edged sword. The same cameras that offered a platform for healing could also amplify shame, pressure, and scrutiny. Their journeys are quieter, less visible, but no less profound, illustrating that resilience comes in many forms, often unseen by the public eye. Emotionally, the passage of time has deepened the narratives. Those who return to ordinary life after appearing on the show reflect differently on their experiences. Some have found gratitude for the moment that prompted change. Others carry scars, private reminders of the vulnerability and judgment they endured. The duality of their experiences, a mix of empowerment and caution, paints a nuanced portrait of fame, therapy, and transformation in the public arena. By 2025, the Dr. Phil universe is a mosaic of human stories, each shaped by choices, challenges, and personal growth. Some former guests have become advocates for mental health, using their experiences to educate and inspire. Others have retreated entirely, prioritizing anonymity and personal peace over public recognition. Staff members and recurring contributors continue to leverage their expertise, building careers that blend psychology, media, and communication in innovative ways. The shared thread is evolution. Life after the show is rarely simple, but it is always compelling. The climax of this story is the realization that television captures moments, but life unfolds in decades. Fame is fleeting, headlines fade, and viral clips become archives, yet the people behind them continue their journeys, navigating love, family, career, and self-discovery. For many, appearing on Dr. Phil was a catalyst, not a conclusion, sparking paths that would not have existed otherwise. The camera may stop, but the human story never does. Ultimately, the 2025 chapter of the Drive Philcast and guests reminds us that the real drama, triumph, and transformation happens after the audience leaves. Life is messy, unpredictable, and deeply human. Some have soared, others have stumbled, and all have learned lessons that extend far beyond television. Their stories are enduring proof that healing, growth, and reinvention are possible, even when the world is watching, and especially when it is not. In the end, the most compelling narrative of all is not what we saw on screen, but what has unfolded quietly, persistently, and powerfully behind the scenes.